So this is about social media and why you should quit it. Well, I quit social media about closer to 9 months ago, and I did it after a breakup. And I'm just like, I'm done with all. So it was the only reason I had it, And I didn't like it. I didn't like. That's cool. I'm not hating on anyone, but I didn't like the tagged photos with me, and just I don't know. There was something that rubbed me wrong. Mind you, I'm not the type of guy. I find it people being overly affectionate in public is rude. That's just me though. Whatever. So I don't really like that. The only reason I had social media was because I had friends back home. That was my excuse, and I'm like, oh well, if I really cared that much about them, I would probably get their number, actually contact them. So what are the detriments, pros and cons of social media? Like I said, the only pro I could think of is I did a lot of guitar sales on Facebook Marketplace, so that was cool. Just I guess the memory, I guess it just says what it is. It's a photo book. It's his face, so it's there. I still, they're all deactivated or whatever, but I can still probably access. So there's that too. But anyway, just I can't think of anything else, any other pro other than that. It's like it gives us the permission and reason to like not have anything to do with someone, actually contact them and try to actually have an in-person conversation or over the phone. We just throw a comment, oh yeah, that person's my friend, I still talk to that guy, but really you don't. You just hear from each other on Facebook, and so that's not a good thing. Obviously I'm taking all this from other perspectives too, not just my own, because like the whole fear of missing out thing, I know I've always saw the veneer of what social media is for what it is. And so that part, I know that, yeah, people may be on a cool vacation you wish you're on, but I'm like, okay, what's going on behind the scenes, so to speak. And so I knew that, but a lot of people do that comparison, particularly women with other women. They're just like, oh, she's so pretty and she's got the perfect body, and they don't, it's like, well, maybe, or just some filters too, just the right angle. So it's constant comparison. But obviously if you study algorithms, or if you just, it's like it knows what you're into, and then it perpetuates the opposite. Rage bait, that's a real thing. It's not a conspiracy, it's a psychological thing on all the social medias. There's a lot of cringy people. People think it's just women getting attention on there, but it is. There's nothing wrong with posting a cute picture or something, but when you're doing it with your whole identity all the time, and you just for gratification from someone else, that's not a good point you should be at. It obviously, biggest thing with social media is it teaches us to not practice delayed gratification, but more instant gratification. And everything's just, the journey's gone, like people aren't hanging out that much anymore, and it's not a good thing. And I hear there's a good amount of people that are starting to quit. Some guy at work was like, asked me about social media. I said, I just got rid of it. And he's like, man, I wish I can do that. That's cool, man. And I'm like, what do you mean you wish? That's a problem. I'm not dogging the guy, but man, if you really, you admire me for it wasn't hard for me. And for you to, if it's that hard where you have to say, I wish I had the willpower to quit social media, that's not a good thing. And I think a lot of people are there. And you should really examine yourself if you are there. And I recommend, and regardless, even someone like me, it's not affected. It still affects, I still see stuff, and just it conflicts, it misinforms you. It makes you like a cognitive dissonant person, if that makes sense. And it's meant to just keep us, because you get more engagement with something that's offensive or rage bait than you will with something that's positive. That's just human psychology. It's why people are so obsessed with serial killer stuff, but whatever. I digress. So what are like the benefits though for me? Well, it's time saved. I don't think I was that bad as most people, but even little time, Now I can play guitar, read books, make these videos. Actually is a big thing. And I just, when I looked one day on, you know, my analytics of my phone, it was like, and it was Instagram. Facebook's silly. It showed like, it was like 3 hours and 46 minutes in 1 week. And I know for some people are like, I do that every day. Well, I don't. And I was watching particularly this content on this person because I had that deactivated for a year previously and just caught up on it. But even then I was like, man, that's 3 hours and 46 minutes I could have been doing whatever. So you're gonna save a ton of time when you quit it. It's gonna affect, your mental health. Like I said, I wasn't deep into it, so I'm like the guy that right now that like drinks once every year and then goes to AA meetings and acting like I could relate to him. No, I wasn't that bad off, but like just what I have experienced and just observing other people on it, they're like guys I work with, they're always like anxious, always checking their phone, always. It's just have to like know what's going on. Again, that instant gratification, and you get rid of that, you start getting more grounded. I've been going to the movies a lot lately. I learned that when you go like pretty early, not early, like early, late morning, early afternoon, it's like $8, and it's like, oh, why not? You know, it's better than watching a movie or whatever, like the same movie, RoboCop. I mean, I'm not dogging I love RoboCop, but anyway, yeah, it's just, this is just a rant video. You can do the research. There's hundreds of videos, thousands probably like this, but it truly is so much better to be just grounded, you know. And like I'm here, I'm waiting for a part. I've been in this parking lot for about 2 hours, and I could go drive somewhere. I just don't feel like it really. Just been playing guitar and video. I seem to do the best in my car, so it's giving me more time to just relax. Like, you know, sure, I could be on my phone and all over social media to distract my time, but like that's it never did it that much for me. And man, just think what you can be doing not doing that. Just simply, that's the biggest thing, is whatever time, I don't care if it's 30 minutes a day, that's still 30 minutes you could be going to the gym, 30 minutes you can be preparing a meal, 30 minutes you could be spending with a loved one, a friend, read, whatever, you know, as opposed to just doom scrolling. So y'all, really, if you have a social media because, you know, it's part of your business and stuff, I understand that. But man, if you're just spectating y'all and just looking at other people's lives and not living your own, that's not it. That's not it, guys. It's not it. And it shouldn't be used, and it is being used that way. Anything that starts off good always seems to turn bad. And that's not it, guys. You just need to find a hobby. Everyone should have a hobby, more than one. Besides, like, I don't consider working out a hobby. I think it's something we should do. And it's good to turn into a hobby. It's a good way so you enjoy it. But same with cooking and all that. But everyone needs to write something. I'm talking about like a consumer hobby. I'm talking about like an expressional hobby, like write something. If you like reading, if you like music, learn an instrument. If you like science, then maybe develop some experiments of your own. Like, let's stop being spectators. And that's what social media makes us, as spectators, and start being entrepreneurial. And I don't mean that in a money sense, but why don't we start doing that? Document, or not, if you don't want to document, whatever. But just there's so much stuff you can do if you enjoy something. Work whatever contribution you can do to it, and that will make you happy. That will keep you content. That will give you something to reference to. We'll even call it a coping skill. So that's why you should quit. Everyone should quit social media. It's absolutely useless unless you're in a business. But then if everyone quit, they wouldn't be getting that advertisement. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think.